One. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jalen and today we are reacting to a Moody Conversation featuring Lil Yachty and Drake. This is episode 1, Future Mood. If you guys are new to the channel, we are big Drake fans. I said, tell me. No, I'm playing. I ain't gonna do that. Listen, if you guys are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe and notification and comment whatever videos you want us to react to and whatever videos you want us to genuinely just do on this channel. I mean, this channel is going to expand and end up in different routes later on anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, if you want to see the original video, that link will be in the description down below. Let's get into it. It's a 35-minute video. Hopefully you got your food and snacks. Food and drinks. Let's go.
If Jason Momoa just walked up on the beach, like, right now on some just Aquaman shit, like, popped out of the water, I would not be, like, I would be shocked. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would be a little, like, I might be like, what? So but I wouldn't be, I wouldn't run in the crib. I'd be like, that's Aquaman, obviously.
Air Drake. That's so cool that he has Air Drake. Air Drake is such a tax right
Hey guys, doing we here. It's Yachty here with Futuremood. This is something special and new that we're doing here at Turks. The one and only Turks and Caicos. Just here flex my muscle a bit, doing things that most people can't. Drake Drizzy Rogers. How are you? Do people call you that anymore?
Not really.
Drake Drizzy Rogers?
No, not anymore.
I don't know if I want to do it anymore.
Do you know the story behind that, by the way?
No, what is the story behind that?
My email was drizzydrake@rogers.com. Rogers.
You actually told me that.
Yeah, Rogers is the service provider in Canada. And then he thought that, he didn't realize.
Who's he?
Wayne.
Oh.
Wayne thought that, like, he didn't realize at that time that, like, the @ in the email was like a, like a middle, like, interference
not
piece
in the name?
Yeah, so he just thought my name was Drizzy Drake Rogers.
And he just kept that.
I mean, he rapped it once. I didn't have the heart to correct him.
That's pretty sick.
Drizzy Drake Rogers. I wonder what his reaction was when he found out.
One thing that we really have in common is our love for our mothers.
Yes.
You know? What is that like, you know? Being like the star. Obviously, this is a question for your mother. I've actually asked her this, but what do you think it's like for her with you being whom you are? I think obviously at this point it's not now. Let's go back to like 2015, 2013,
I never realized you had a come down leg tat, by the way. I just
had
to say that.
Yeah, I did.
Shout out to the six.
Yeah. Those are my guys.
Yeah, I never really took that in.
Yeah. Those are my guys.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fiji.
Yeah.
100%. That's my brother. That's for life.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna get into it, you know.
Yeah. Fuck with that.
Yeah.
It's just like,
it's so
you're talking about my mom and like then I started thinking about the city and I was like, am I like envisioning?
Are you tripping?
Yeah. No, that's what's up.
I dead ass have this. Those are my brothers, bro.
Fine.
I love those guys. Dead ass. Those are only that in the owl. Only tats I have besides my own game.
You know we love that.
Mothers.
Yeah.
What do you think that's like?
I don't understand. Like, what's it like? What, to have a mother?
No, what do you think it's like for her to be the mother of you?
Oh.
What?
I don't know. It's gonna really like kind of like this is excluding like. So I didn't really want to answer that. I guess I don't know. I mean, I'm a father, and I've been through so much with my mom. Like just times where like it was like I didn't, you know, I feel like there's real times where we didn't know like what the outcome would be. There's like real times of like uncertainty that I've been through with my mom. And I guess now like as a parent, I assume that she's, I mean, she expresses her like pride and gratitude every single day. but I don't know. That's a tough one for me to answer. I mean, I assume it's probably just thankful.
Do you fear for her?
Like, in what way?
Like, I fear for my mom all the time, but just being like who I am and just like her going out in the world and just being herself, like going to the grocery store and no?
No, I mean, I think my mom has like this really insulated circle that she rolls with, which I fuck with too.
Yeah.
Like, but aside from that, like, I try not to. That's like thinking like, are we gonna die every time we get on the plane or everything? Like, I can't think like that because I'll go to like dark places. I can't think of anybody ever doing anything to my mom.
Yeah.
I try not to anyway.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's really raw.
I want to talk about
I like
shit
this side.
that we kind of talk about and just shit that, I mean, obviously you haven't done one of these in a shit long time. So I just want to take it all over the place. A guy like you that essentially I feel like, and I'm not going to say has everything because no one has everything, but has accomplished so much in life and has reached so many levels, seen so many things, experienced so many things. What else is there to want? Like, what does someone want who has material? I don't even, that's not even as far as materialistic. That could be as far as anything, but what is it there that to even search for or want as a human, as a man who has touched so many things?
And I think, not to just stop real quick, I think that's why a lot of people say like being rich and famous isn't all that, because all those times, I think that's why a lot of people say it's really the journey, not the destination, because once you get there, it's like you've achieved so much, and when you stay there for a very long time, sometimes it's what else is there for me to do? Like, I've already achieved the highest point of life, so now you're just kind of stuck with, well, what do I do? Like, if you've gone to Hawaii once, I mean, not even once, you go there 10 times, you're like, Hawaii again. Like, you don't, eventually you'll lose that spark. You'll be like, all right, it's Hawaii. And then you go to somewhere else, and then you dry that out. But, I think essentially it's just, what do you do at this point? Like, what is there to search for? It's
These
interesting.
are deep questions.
Well, I think like
These are really deep.
On a broader scale, I think I'm at the point now where I just want to like, and I feel like maybe we talked about this the other day, but I feel like I'm kind of introducing the concept in my mind of a graceful exit, like, and almost just kind of, I feel like a lot of people that I've watched as the years have gone on, it's a really addictive, competitive space, and oftentimes you're like addicted to the competition itself. And so, you'll like, sometimes it'll baffle you, like, why are these people still making attempts at like trying to be present in the space? And then you'll realize like they probably, their needs and desires and their soul was probably fed for so long off of being a guy or the guy that they can't let it go. And so I guess like what's left for me is just to find a way to gracefully like, I'm not ready now, but to gracefully like continue making projects that are extremely like interesting and hopefully cherished by people, and then to find the right time to say like, I can't wait to see what the next generation does. I'll still be around to like, work with people or do a show here or there, but I'm not going to like force myself to compete. I would love to just see what the next generation does.
It's actually sad to hear.
So he's saying like, he pretty much, this is just my point of view, that he pretty much like doesn't want to be on top anymore.
No,
he's still like known, and he's always gonna be known. But like he wants to see, not just be known like, oh, rap is Drake. They want to see other people's talent.
For him, he's been known as that guy that people are anticipating to listen to. especially every time there's some type of trailer or whatever it is. We pay attention, we listen, we put everything down. So for him, it's like, how do you come down from that? How do you step away from something like that when you've been known as this guy to produce, to give us good music? So now it's one of those things where he's trying to slowly tell himself, like, it's okay to step away. It's okay, because for him it's got to be hard. He has to have it harder than anyone else. And now, like, to hear him say, like, he'll just be here, he's just probably just gonna be like Wayne, how he just gives verses, but doesn't really create too many albums.
That's so sad. Yeah, because it's like our generation of people grew up with Drake.
Yeah.
Well, like,
for the most
middle
part.
school to high, like middle school and on for me.
Because my first song I ever heard from Drake was "Find Your Love," but I didn't know it was Drake at the time. I had no idea. This is going back.
I think the first song was Bedrock.
He was on Bedrock?
I feel like he was on Bedrock. I could be wrong,
I
but I
Drake
feel like he
Bedrock.
was.
Let me see.
Ooh, yeah, he was. He was.
It says Lloyd.
Is it Lloyd?
Featuring Lloyd. I'm about to go down. See. Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Or unless he just wrote it, but he might actually.
I feel like. Anyways, I feel like he was in there. Like,
okay.
Early on, it was like when Nicki and Drake were being introduced.
Oh yeah, they were.
Yeah,
he weren't both of them on.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
This was
the
first song I heard Nicki on too.
Yeah. No, "Find Your Love" was the first song that I heard of. I know that they were. Lil Wayne discovered them, which is crazy in itself. Like, wow. But
anyway, it is really sad.
It is. Sad. It's just sad hearing him say that now, because I never thought that we would even get to this point. But it's inevitable. I mean, we're all getting older now, so it's like it makes sense.
Whenever that time is. So I guess like that's like the one thing that I like want for myself really badly, and then. Like, I don't know. Like, I also really need, like, a house in turds.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's a song. It's on Views where you said something about retiring at 35. When you got close to 35,
no,
did you
I hate hearing that shit.
Yeah?
Yeah, I heard it the other night while we were at the
Yeah, people always say that. When you were younger, did you think 35
was really old?
Yeah. Yeah? You thought, like, 35, I'm, like, good.
Yeah, I just, like, maybe that's, like, I think... That...
Were you like 26 then?
I was young, yeah. I think like that and sometimes when I've like said girls' names in songs, maybe those are the two things that I look back on and I'm like, maybe I could have done without like shitting on people for age, like or saying like, you know, or like disrupting somebody's life. I never, like, the lyrics are never with ill intent, but it's like, I had somebody one time be like, you know, it's not necessarily what you're saying about me, it's the fact that you said it.
What does that mean?
Like, just in the sense of, like, you don't know what it does to me. Like, you don't know who my boyfriend is at the time, or you don't know who, like, what my family...
Oh, so, like so if
personal.
if he was talking about how they were loving on each other and stuff, so imagine it happening, like, whatever they did 5 years ago, now that person has found a relationship,
and then they're gonna hear back
right, and their man could be a big Drake fan, and next thing you know, they hearing him say this, and it's like, oh really? Like, you know, it may play with them just a tad bit. So it's like, now you playing with, you know, my life now and just what's going on. So I understand. Yeah.
And doesn't know, you know, and if you express like any form of discontent for me in a song and call me by name, then all of a sudden, like, I'm left to kind of like pick up the pieces in my own life that I've like tried to build up for myself. So I've like tried my best to stop doing that, but I like to be honest in music too. So that one's a push and pull. But when I was younger and I would like,
you used to do a lot. I used to think you were making girls' names up.
No, I don't think I've ever made a girl's name up.
That's crazy.
Ever in life. I think that's the one thing that I would like maybe say is like just makes me kind of be like just to think it's so wavy to be young. It's not that sick. Because I'm here now. Like I just left 35, right? And it's like
Yeah, you're getting up there.
Well, all right. But
you heard Drake? He said, "Yeah, all right."
He said, "Wow."
Yeah, you're getting up there.
Well, all right.
They heard of
But,
that.
Just saying.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. How old are you?
25. So.
Yeah. I can't wait. You're gonna get old as fuck.
By the time I get old as fuck, when I'm old as fuck, you're gonna be in a cane.
No, by the way.
Using a
First
cane.
of all, I'll be 10 years older than you.
Yeah, you'll be
still dripped
as
out.
much basketball you play, you'll definitely using a cane by 40.
Nah. By the way, I'll be in incredible shape.
I think you'll be using a cane.
Nah, I don't think so. But again, I know that you have like confidence at 25 because you're 25. Like it's so.
I've had confidence since 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's like cool to you that you're 25. I get it. I was there. By the way, I was there. I was like 25 too. I was damn, I'm 25. These old ass niggas.
Now you're saying 30 is the new sexy, right? That's what
I'm not saying that. This isn't like
like one of those people.
I'm not like remember when Hov like did the button up and tried to make everybody dress formal to like regular events.
Yeah. Kanye used to.
Man, really try to make it like formal. Like if you're not in formal dress code.
Kanye
like
did that too, though. It was the point when Kanye did that. When he was just wearing like wedding suits everywhere.
Yeah.
It was like if you didn't wear a suit and black Ray-Bans, you just weren't. You weren't cool.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. You just gotta find your way in there. You know. I feel great though.
Yeah.
I feel great.
That's
like,
good. That's good.
Age is a funny thing.
This is a beautiful life
funny thing.
Right now.
The concept of it.
So peaceful.
You know? How it never stops turning. I look at my father now and I start seeing gray hairs and it's insane.
Yeah, it's just like, you just don't know if you're gonna make it there. And then when you make it there, you're like, damn, okay, I'm here now. I don't really feel that much different than I did.
Yeah.
At this point, I thought I would.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this.
It's been a good life, though.
I think it's been a great life. A fantastic life.
Been a good life.
I'm looking at a sunset.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
Yeah, you guys can't see it, but it's there.
Cut to B-roll.
This is an interesting question because I was talking to our good friend Kai yesterday, and I talk to a lot of people all the time, and I think the one thing that I've always, the biggest conversation that I have, obviously when you're like with people who just don't know you or people who just assume is that like, just the conception people have of you in their mind, and it's so insane. And I can remember being younger and maybe having certain conceptions, but they were never like the ones that I hear now. You know, like just like what people really assume. And then I had to step back. I guess when you know someone, it's hard to even see something from someone's point of view who doesn't, you know? But like when you just start and think about it, like, I mean, I don't think you've done it even in an interview in so long. Past that, I think all people really have to live off is music and Instagram posts, you know, and shit like Alex posting a video with the ring, with the necklace, you know, like just things that little people, like people depict shit and then they just create this synopsis.
That's crazy. That's all we get to know about Drake is through music, like where he is in his life, Instagram, and then if someone's doing like an interview with him, like a real, like how much does that jacket worth, Drake? How much is that chain worth? Oh, tell me about this, like.
But it's like we'll never know how he really is.
No, we won't know any deeper than that. It's so crazy.
Of like you as a man, and when we first started hanging out and got really close, it used to like really irritate me and piss me off. Like I've been in lots of arguments.
You would get really upset.
Oh yeah.
And you would text me and be really upset.
Well, you know, I'm just very defensive.
Yeah.
Over our friendship.
I know.
That's honest. But to you, what do you think is? Yeah. What do you think is one of the most like just craziest things that you've heard about yourself that's just so not true? I know a couple, but like, what do you think?
I don't know if I could really pick one thing like, oh, this room. Well, I mean, there's kind of two ways to approach it. It's like, if you choose to live a life that is truly built and designed by you, for you, and the people that you care about, you will essentially not be able or not be willing to dedicate hours in the day to controlling every narrative. I can't fix every rumor. I can't address every single thing. I've seen people wash their whole life out by trying to like overly communicate in every scenario, trying to like fix things and clarify and this, that, you know, like I'm here living a real life with people that I really love. And I think it's interesting, like whenever I meet somebody, particularly like women, I always kind of get this, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's a backhanded compliment, but it is kind of like a passive, like, wow, I just didn't expect, like, I thought you would be so different, or like, wow, you're actually really nice. That's a crazy one, too. Yeah. You're actually, like, saying you're actually anything means you basically thought I was a piece of shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, like, yeah, I get a lot of you're actually this and you're actually that.
Which is crazy.
Which is, well, I guess it's not, because it's like at the same time you bring up like Alex posted the chain the other day, and then like people being like, you're sick that you thought of proposing 42 times. Like, guys, do we not understand?
We actually have to clarify.
Yeah, like it's like, do we not get that this is kind of like it's a conceptual art piece? I don't know, like
that's genuine.
It's funny, but I don't know. I don't know, the biggest misconception. What do you think it is?
Honestly, I just think it's that people think you aren't an actual rapper. Yeah. I think that for me is like...
yeah, a lot of
one of the things I think that probably irritates me most.
Yeah.
You know? I never understood that. I never understood.
Like from what perspective? Like the ghostwriting perspective?
No,
or from
just from the standpoint of just like
ghostwriting rumors.
I don't know, bro. I think when someone is when you're a crown,
it's like a discrediting.
Yeah, you know, just like when you're crowned title of the best.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that weighs heavy on a lot of people, and for some reason, a lot of people just don't want to agree with something. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe, and it could be, and it's usually personal reasons as to why. The sun's going down, guys. We just want to say, if you guys see a different color in the video, I just want to let you know the sunset's going down. This guy here wanted to stay at the bar for hours. So that's why the video will now be for the rest of the portion darker until the sun is down and we can no longer do it. All right, cool. Anyways, I just have to make sure that's in there. We don't have money for budget to actually edit lighting, so when it goes dark, it's just dark.
It's a gradual, it's like a progression video.
Yeah, it's about to get really dark. It's really dark. But yeah, I think it's just like the talent part. You know, I think it's the talent part. You know, I think that, and I think it's just like people think like the whole, like, even like the upbringing from Degrassi, people try and use that as like, oh, he's not like that, or he's, you know, just all kind of assumptions that really irritate me from people who don't know you.
I've heard it for so long. And it's just, I realized that it's not, like, I stopped chasing unanimous love a long time ago. I don't think unanimous love is attainable when you're in any form of competitive space, even if it is, like, based on opinion, right? Like,
yeah.
You know, I'll bring up sports a lot in music, but again, it's a lot different, right? Because sports, there's a winner and a loser. So you can really base your point on the fact that this guy's the best because of numbers, this many rings or this many points or whatever. But
which is still opinionated.
Yeah, it is opinionated, 100%. But it's a little more like, it's got a little more
set in stone
foundation to it. Our shit is really just like what you like and what you don't like. And I just realized a long time ago, not long enough, I wish it was earlier, but a while ago that I'm not gonna make everybody love me.
Yeah, because remember the song when he's like, some girl said that, oh, I needed that. I mean, headlines. He said it in headlines. Like, he would always make it known that if there was negativity, he would say it in his bars. Like, oh, someone said I fell off. Oh, I needed that. So he was like trying to prove himself and trying to get that love. So yeah, he's been chasing for that a long time. But then I feel like he probably stopped caring once he made Honestly Nevermind. Like, whatever, I'm just gonna drop music just because.
Like, just going off
and doing my own thing, because he didn't care. And he also brought up the fact in her loss that, oh, y'all thought, why wouldn't I try my hand in something new, which was Honestly Nevermind. So yeah, he don't care no more. You can tell. When you get older, you just
don't stress about stuff that you used to when you were younger.
No need to.
And people are going to also kind of, you know, I'm like a character. I'm not like a real, I don't feel often when I meet people I have to like humanize myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to a therapist at one point, and he said something, and he was like, you know, it was a really valid point. I'm not really a big therapy guy. I don't feel like I necessarily want the same life as a therapist is trying to pitch me on, which is like some life of like morals and simplicity and those type of things.
Yeah.
Not to say I don't have morals and simplicity, but like I don't need my life to be rooted in like find somewhere to disappear in the world and like disconnect from everybody. That's not really like where I'm headed.
Right.
But I did talk to a therapist one time, and he made this point about being like, you know, no matter what kind of woman you're chasing physically, right? Like you like ass, you like titties, you like he's like, you have the biggest tits in the room. He's like, you walk into any room and you have just the most gigantic tits. Nobody can think about anything else other than whatever your gigantic tits, which is you're Drake. I remember this about this guy. I remember that about this guy. I bet this guy does this. I bet this guy does that. Like all the preconceived notions, they're just like, they can't see past the gigantic
tits.
What
he's saying? Like basically he's not saying, he's just comparing himself to a woman having big tits or BBL. So automatically, once people see that, they start associating, oh, you got that because you're a shipper or you did OnlyFans. You're not really a hardworking person. So because he has all these hits, there's already preconceived notions made before he even steps in the door. Because, oh, you did this. I remember you did that. You know.
Unless they talk to you, and then they're like, oh, wow, like, you're actually, like, I mean, your tits are huge, but you're super smart.
Right.
You know, or, like, you're really nice and kind.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to that's why I relate to girls with huge tits.
Yeah. You made me look down. You kept saying I had huge tits.
I wasn't really saying you. I don't know why I was looking, too. That was crazy. I envisioned you as just fucking monster.
Just knockers.
Jug.
Just mommy milkers.
Yeah,
just here.
I know.
Yeah. All right, you can stop.
This interview got way more fun.
Yeah, it's getting dark. I'm telling you guys, it's getting dark. It's like it's Tim Drink. All right. Well, that's a very valid point. Man, women are something else. You know, I don't like to talk about them for long, to be honest, because they always leave me with a strong depression. Let's keep going. What do you think about how? It's just true. I don't know. I got in my feelings.
I thought there was a question following.
No. That was just facts.
Straight statement.
Yeah, that was just real life. What do you think? This is my question, because this is something that, and it gets kind of weird. I might have to explain it, but you might get it. Why do you think?
I just been looking at draft day, staring off into the sunset, knowing his time is coming.
Where is he?
He's on the phone now, but before he was just like staring out at like the ocean waves, just knowing that his day.
I'm about to be.
His day's on the way. I fuck with that. I love
that. That's probably exactly what it was.
He had a moment. Just then he hopped on FaceTime.
Yeah. People are such manipulated and brainwashed. And like they just all follow these traits, right? Like these custom traits, and I'll explain it because this sounds so like weird. But what I mean by this is like why do people think like? I was having a conversation once, and someone's like, "Well, how much did your daughter weigh?" You know, to me, someone said it to me when she came out. You know, or ever someone's like, "You know, when's your mom's birthday?" I tell you, I don't know my mom's birthday. I know when it is,
right?
And I've never missed it. You know, ever.
Right.
And my mother has, I think, arguably had the best birthday since I became who I am.
Right.
But I don't know it off the top of my head. But why do you think it's a thing where it's like people like feel like, oh, you're supposed to know your parents' birthday. You're supposed to know how much your kid weighed when they came out. I feel like it's so stupid, right?
I mean, I think those are two really different things.
Those are just two. Those are what I mean, though.
Like, knowing your mom's birthday and
these are two personal experiences
knowing what your kid
had.
weighed when they popped out is such a useless fact. Like, I do not. I'm sorry.
Doesn't
I do not know
hold
my son.
That's what I'm saying. But it doesn't mean you don't love your son, right? And you know what he likes.
Yeah. Well, now I didn't then. He was just like a
yeah, exactly,
pod or something. I don't know. I just hold him and be like.
It's crazy.
I wasn't like, yep, 6.5 pounds. Like, I cared.
But that is a real thing, though. That's a real thing in the world. People feel like you're supposed to know these things.
Yeah.
And I never understood the conception of that logic. Like, you know, like
Who?
it means,
Like people in Milwaukee?
no, like people everywhere.
Everywhere.
I guarantee you after this, it'll be a thing where people are like, you're supposed to know that. You're supposed to know this.
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
supposed
No,
to.
I get what you're saying.
I don't get it though. You know
So
what I'm
what's
saying,
what's the question?
Why do you think it is the way that, like, certain things happen that are just like people think automatically Christmas we buy gifts. I think that's just a trait
It's
from
just
a long time.
hardwiring.
Right.
It's just all hardwiring. It's just all. It's the lifelong argument of nature versus nurture, right? Like, and that is nurture thing. It's like how were you? Well, I guess both nature
Upbringing?
and nurture. Yeah, just like what things were you raised on, right? Like our accents and shit. Like it's like we probably all sound foreign to you being from Toronto because of just a place that we're from. And just the fact that, like, I don't know who started talking like that.
Yeah.
I'd love to meet that guy. I literally want to meet the first Toronto man of all time. I don't know who he is. I don't know where he got the accent from or any of that. But, like, I just, like, I know that, like, he's influenced all of us. And now I'm like a full father talking like internet memes because that's my upbringing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, traditions and values. You know? Why do they matter? Is that what you're asking? Or
Yeah, I just don't get. I just wonder why.
Say it again?
I said I like the way that they speak. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
They sound grown. Like
they sound very intimidating. Not intimidating, but strong.
Fluent in like vocabulary. Like,
Why people like?
Right,
Why is it such a thing? He's doing it again. I think you just missed it. He was doing it again.
he's locked in, bro.
He's feeling his dream. Do you believe in aliens?
I think, first of all, as human beings, we find a way to wake up and think like the world kind of like revolves around our story. There's no way this can end, or it can't end now because things are going too good or whatever. We definitely think we have more control over life than we do, 100%. And I've just seen it go the other way so many times that I know for a fact, like, I know just because shit's going good for me and I'm Drake, I know it doesn't mean I'm supposed to be here and grow old and be 80 or 90 years. It doesn't matter. Like, you know, like, I know I don't have control over that aspect of the story. But even deeper than that, it's like, man, I believe, like, bro, if Jason Momoa just walked up on the beach, like, right now on some just Aquaman shit, like, popped out of the water, I would not be like, I would be shocked. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would be a little, I might be like, what? But I wouldn't be, I wouldn't run in the crib. I'd be like, that's Aquaman, obviously. Of course there's a fucking entire world under there that we don't know about.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't dip on him.
So you're basically saying, like, you're not...
Like, I'm open to the idea.
Right.
If Jason Momoa pops up on us right now,
as Aquaman,
I would be like, this interview just got way crazier. Pull up a chair. We need to know what
you just did.
What's popping down? Like, what's...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like, if aliens come and get me, like, I'm going to be like, yo, let's build. Let's build. Like, I'm going to introduce him to Jordan right away.
Yeah, you'll have to before he... If he doesn't know, then
it could get crazy.
It could get shaky. That's quick. Yeah, he has to know.
But yeah, there definitely has to be shit that, like, we don't understand or... Right? Like, I don't know, this is just one planet, right?
Yeah.
What do we just think all the other ones are empty?
Yeah.
Literally, there's a whole bunch of, like, freaking universes out there.
We are, like, the smallest...
We're a speck.
We are just a speck. It's crazy.
It's like, I can't even fathom the idea of being nothing.
I know.
In a world of stars and planets. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love astronomy, but it's like, I get what
it's a
We're the only ones that get blessed with, like...
That's true.
Being chilling in Turks and Caicos, dropping sunglasses. Nobody else on any other planet has a sunglasses line.
I hope not one like this.
Nah, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. Not with the interchangeable lens.
Exactly. That's exactly right. He supports.
I support my brother. Honestly, one of my best friends. I love you so much.
I love.
Honestly, real talk.
I love you. And I want y'all to stop. I ain't even, you know what? I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into
What you say?
I'm not going to get into that time I hit you about that time about the shit on the internet.
That's every day.
Yeah. But the one time about the time I was upset.
You're always upset.
Okay. The time I hit you about the time I was upset about. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Too many times.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so let's see. One last thing I would like to see, because I want to wrap it up. Sun's going down. We got things to do. If you know off the top of your head, because you've done so many things. He's doing it. He's doing it again. We got to take a picture.
I wish you could see what he's
You
talking
good?
about.
Oh, all right. We're just making sure. No, you having one of the ones.
No, you were just you was looking into the ocean.
No, you having one of the ones.
Yeah.
He's still got
It's
Just
like
making sure.
you were looking into the distance.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Like, no, it's all good.
He's looking like, damn, I'm really here right now.
Like it was
This
a
is my
moment.
life.
It was a moment.
It's
for
a
him.
moment, yeah. Like you look back, you're like, man, Drake is my friend, my brother, my cousin, whatever. Like we're here right now. Yeah, it was one of those. I know exactly.
We still rolling, bro. All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we couldn't afford security.
Right?
All right. What is the craziest thing you've ever done for someone?
I don't know.
No, you know. You know. What? Just one that it might get you in trouble, but I just want to know one thing. And that's from a long time ago. All right, it's from a long time ago, obviously. But what's one of the
You want to
crazy?
tell the Oklahoma story?
Please. Please.
I know that's what you want.
I want to see what you're gonna say. I want to see what you're gonna say.
I once did like 3 hours of prosthetics, like so I could attend somebody's court date that I cared about, because they were in trouble for something.
That's deep.
Yeah. And I walked in as like a 80-year-old man, and everyone was like, "Is that Drake as an 80-year-old?"
Oh, okay.
Caught him.
Oh, special effects.
Prosthetic. Okay, yeah. So he tried to
It's
dress
like
as an 80-year-old man to go to a court case, but everyone just knew.
It definitely was like, I'm not like, yo, I had one of the like best Hollywood makeup artists in the world, and they were still like, that's definitely Drake as an 80-year-old.
Crazy. That's
It did
crazy.
not work.
What's a harmless confession?
You're asking me what is a harmless confession, or what's a harmless?
What's a harmless, like, what's a confession? And this could be anything.
I was gonna say a confession is that doesn't bring you harm. That's what a harmless confession is. But you weren't asking for a dictionary definition.
No. I wasn't Webster. I wasn't asking for you to be Webster.
Oh, asking him.
I don't know if I have harmless confessions.
Well, I mean, just like something that like you really irritates you that you don't like. Like I hate when you go in a hotel and then they have the napkins and it's all nicely folded. Cause
That's like a pet peeve, though.
well, I mean, I didn't want to say like.
Why do you hate that?
I didn't want to say a ick. Oh, cause I hate messing it up. Cause it's like really nicely, like a nice flower. Like someone took their time, and I never wanna. Same when you go to a restaurant and it's folded all nice.
Yeah.
I never feel like I can.
I think if we're fucking with each other and you wake up earlier than me but have to like control the room. For example, like if somebody wakes up earlier than me and like busts the blinds open,
Oof.
or or like like if somebody's just on their phone but like taking calls and shit like in bed while you're if it's like if the bedroom turns into your office just because you woke up earlier than me,
that's terrible.
it's that's horrible to me.
It's awful.
Yeah, that's horrible to me.
Yeah.
Like I don't like obviously like I'm all with like, here's a driver, start your day. I'll see you later, or like I'll wake up, we'll reconvene in a bit. But like to like take command of the room,
That's insane.
Yeah, I know.
And it's insane that there are women that do that.
People in general.
I mean, I would hope it's only women that.
No, I'm just not like, But like you were like, I just didn't want to make you. I didn't want to take you down the women path.
No, don't put me in it.
No,
I said women. You said people.
I know, but you were like, you sounded like you were like being hateful towards women. So I was like, yeah, but it's people in general,
but
right,
you were
bro?
making
Like, obviously, what the fuck?
They know. They know they
I just didn't want to bury you. All right, sorry, you're right. Well, I guess it's like, let's run that back.
No. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. I don't know. We're off that.
I mean, like, obviously, I was just trying to like.
Yeah, I get it. It sounded like you were trying to say like.
I get what you think. I get where my fault was, but I'm just letting you know I was trying to help you initially. So I threw myself under the bus for you.
Oh. Well, that's
because you were like, yeah, man, women, bro, and I was like, okay, like obviously. Like women gotta wear these glasses.
Well,
too,
I mean,
right?
I don't know. I wouldn't know that men do that in the bedroom.
I don't know either. I was just trying to help you. I need women to put the shades on, bro.
Okay,
what the hell? It's like,
right, we want women to wear the glasses. They are definitely unisex. Why do you think, and I'm only asking this because you do it the most and the most strongest, why do you think when rappers bring rappers out on stage, they act as if they never seen them before? It's you.
That's so funny.
The way you hug people is so insane.
Like we'll just have seen each other backstage.
We were just backstage, and it's like, ah!
I don't know, but maybe it's like adrenaline, you know?
Okay.
Don't you think?
I don't know. We all do it.
I guess because like it's kind of like the crowd seeing them, and you're like, oh shit, like you're trying to play the role like I haven't seen you too. I don't know. That's a good ass question. Well, what would be the other side of it? Would it be like you coming out on stage and me acting like I've just been chilling with you for 30 minutes and like don't acknowledge you? Like, we're just like, that'd be so weird, no? That's so funny. That's such a good point. Like, it's way too enthusiastic. Like,
Yachty.
But I legit did perform for Baby the other day. Didn't see him backstage at all, and didn't see him after the show. Only saw him on stage.
I went on stage and didn't even see him on stage.
He cut?
Walked on stage. He walked off stage. I didn't even see him on the stage. So
That's wild.
I got you.
That's wild.
I didn't see him at all. That was a Moody Conversation.
Is that what these are called?
I think I just, off the top.
A Moody Conversation.
Yeah,
I like
like
that.
Futuremood and Moody Conversation.
I like that. Moody Conversation.
Yeah. That was a Moody Conversation with Yachty and Drake. Thank you so much, bro.
Part 1.
Yeah, part 1. We'll see you guys next time in
There's going to be more.
My dog.
My dog. My dog. Damn.
Just like that.
Just like that, we out this motherfucker, dog.
Yes. Very Tinkerbell-esque. Well,
I like that.
That was
real.
That was the best like raw Drake I've ever had in my life.
I think that's the most I've heard him talking ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%. That was great. We really got to see a little bit into the mind of Drake and Yachty, so that was really awesome. I know that Drake did Nardwuar, but I never actually watched. Yeah, but I'm just saying that was also another interview where he's talking, I believe, a little bit in depth. Mm-hmm. But no, this is like my first time, so this was really good.
Yeah, I think this was a different part of Drake I haven't seen. Mm-hmm. As they were saying, talking about how we only see like them on the internet and like interviews and stuff like that.
Music,
like, music, that's all we know them for. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's really hard to see what they'd be outside of that.
Yeah, outside of the cameras, outside of the recording. Yeah, it's
so this was a solid interview. The location was beautiful.
Yeah, Turks is very beautiful. Cannot wait. Cannot wait.
Gosh. But that's all I had to say. This is Vicks on my nose. It's not.
You're good, man. Listen, if you guys are new to the channel, please feel free to hit the subscribe, notification bell, and leave a comment, letting us know what other videos you want us to react to. Last thing I really want to say is thank you guys so much for everything you've been doing on this channel. Road to 10K. Go to the community tab. If you want to join our Discord, the link is right there for you. You were going to say something?
We're a little more than halfway to 10K.
Yep.
That's a big accomplishment.
That is such a...
And as we have said in a previous video, if you get us to 10K, we're going to dye our hair.
We're going to dye our hair whatever color you guys decide to pick for us.
We'll do like a poll or, we'll figure something out.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm getting kind of tired of the brown. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, let's get it, man. We are out of here. Peace. See you guys in the next one.